But let's jump into it. We're gonna get into the current latest expansion, Janthir Wilds, at this time. I say this as they announced the newest one. They even name dropped it just yesterday. And it is Visions of Eternity. And I gotta say, like, it looks pretty. It's kind of, from what I am able to glance from it, it's looking promising, but like, again, like after Secrets of the Obscure and the Janthir Wilds, which we haven't even gotten to yet, but I'm sure my opinion may or may not change over the course of playing this. So we'll see. I know my personal opinions on Secrets of the Obscure, and that is the fact that it is very well put, Gaudy. Also, welcome on in, Gaudy. Tragedy of a whimper ending. It really felt it lacked a sense of like grandness to it. Like, we just took down the Midnight King. And it felt like, yeah, it didn't feel earned. It didn't feel earned, and it felt like, I don't know. It didn't feel like it end on a bang, that's for sure. Like, it didn't feel like we had like much impact or, you know, did much of anything. I'm sure like if like the final part was actually just kind of like a, you know, we're just about to stop the Midnight King from like doing a grand invasion, and we're like standing on the other side of the portal and we're like fighting our way into it to get into like Zakhyros, I'm sure it would feel a lot better, but it just felt like we were trying to stealth into a base. Which, by the way, one other complaint is that they should have just made the whole thing of getting into Zakhyros like be a story instance, not just be like, oh yeah, if you want more context, do the open world meta. No. No. That's dumb. I feel like they could have done a better job like presenting it, and also like Secrets of the Obscure as a whole. Secrets of the Obscure as a whole felt rushed. Not just like the second half, but also the first half too. They used Zojja as like a means to like, all right, let's get us hooked in. And then, you know, halfway through, they're just like, all right, we're gonna throw her away now. You're already attached. It's like, no, I'm not. I barely know these guys. It took multiple episodes. It took Living Story season 1 and 2 to get, and Heart of Thorns to get, you know, used to our team. You know, Bram, Rox, Jory, Casimir, and so on. Snap Savant. Just in case the name doesn't perk your ears, I'm Ludo of the Arcane Council. Met a few times. I'll keep this snappy. Wherever you've been vacationing these past few months, I doubt our little demon problem will let you rest for very long. Alchemy. I still got to file a few reports on the Radazum attack myself. One heck of a nasty day. Probably our worst since Primordius. But what can I say? It happened. At least those things only show up every other week now, and in far fewer numbers than when the attacks first started. Plus, some good came out of that mess. That's why I'm writing. How I made the list. I've got no hypothesis, but a couple of our world leaders started talking about... Sorry, I kind of lost... Hold on. Start talking about our shared demon infestation, especially after the Elder Dragon. Everyone's a little eager to cut down any new threat while it's still in a preliminary education program. Meet with me. Let's talk about the Tyrian Alliance and your place in it. So I'm guessing, like, that letter is also different between, like, what race you are. I assume. By the way, we'll be playing through Janthir Wilds on my Necromancer, since I haven't given it, given them much love. And also, I want to try out the Power Reaper build that I kind of, like, not quite fully put together, but it's, you know, it's still workable. It's story content. Hardcore, players, don't laugh at me for not having an optimal build. Char get 2 options, especially one from Krisha for Blood and Iron players, a different letter from Malice for Ash players. Interesting. And it is racially dependent. Okay, that's good.
What do you mean by that? What's your angle?
I did also, like, shrink down the HUD a little bit, so it's a little bit more not easy for you guys to read, but just, you know, to take in the sights. You don't need to see me press my buttons that often. Again, hardcore players, do not judge me for my poor rotation.
Meet with Pact Commander, check. Oh, alchemy. This list isn't getting any smaller.
Counselor Ludo?
Correct. Thank you for the prompt arrival. If only the rest of the council acted as professionally.
The Arcane Council professional? When Hylic fly?
I'll get to it. You've been elected to the Tyrian Alliance, world leaders. Your invitation is, well, buried under research papers. No bother. I will be representing Radasum and the Arcane Council. About time we got involved. You were personally elected by the founding committee to join us. We're meeting in Lion's Arch.
Fascinating. When is this happening?
Soon. I need to meet with the rest of my peers before departing. Last-ditch effort to get some support. I will meet you there. Hopefully with more allies, as nettlesome as they might be. Ah! And here's your invitation. Almost dropped it into an ooze containment farm.
Oh boy. Oh boy, more reading. I'm not gonna do this. It is with highest respect that the founding committee of Tyrian Alliance would like to invite you and join our organization of trust and dignity. Passing Suban. Demon attacks. Elder Dragons. Commander, you've been a constant glimmer of hope in times of ire. Yada yada. I'm in. Sign me up, I'm in. And then we gotta go all the way back to Lion's Arch again.
This should be fascinating.
Hold it. Name?
Commander, over here.
My name is Wei, last name Finder.
You are. Didn't recognize the face at first. Fought alongside you during Scarlet's attack. Go ahead. Don't mind me, just being cautious. A lot of big names in this building.
It's a big job.
Originally I was the, last name Commander.
Malice, Anise, you've assembled quite the crowd.
No less cramped than any of Ash's hidden outposts.
Delegates and leaders are still arriving, but the turnout is impressive. My surprise is agreeable.
And nerve-wracking.
Everyone is comforted that you're joining us. You command quite a bit of respect here. Not all of us do the same.
Knew there was a catch.
You're modest.
No,
Save
I'm
that
Auric.
irascible demeanor for
Modest is a
negotiations
different
in the
character.
Go on. Mingle. As soon as a few more arrive, we'll get started.
Malice, get your Asura names right. That's a different character. That's my Mesmer. Okay. Oh, that's the letter they sent. So that's the lore copy. I'm surprised that Guild Wars doesn't have like a way to like, you know, like look back at like lore books you picked up, similar to ESO. Just, you know, have like a library that you can just go back and look into. Hey, Krisha.
Commander, good to see you.
Whole lot of people here.
Certainly beats interrogations and trial preparations.
Bangar.
Who else? We'll save that headache for opening remarks. I'm eager to put it behind us. Hasn't made things easy, though. The Dominion lives. Their numbers are just depleted.
But still a threat.
Interesting. Krisha Snow Globe. Hey, Snow Globe is a legit warband name, so let's see. Keen, been a long time, my dear. I really hope that smile of yours is as blinding as I remember. The Queen sends you and Leone her best. While I wish I wrote on mundane terms, we have another favor to ask you on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen and the founding members of the Tyrian Alliance. We like to formally request use of your organization's headquarters for our forthcoming summit. Okay. So it's just, you know, renting out the space. The paragraph swirls before your eyes, dispersing like dye in the water. Must be some sort of mesmer illusion, whatever it says this last part. Ooh, okay. Malice word salad. These are very good warband names. You here for the Alliance meeting? It's downstairs. Are you not joining? Eh, letting them use the building is enough participation for me. Not huge on politics, but hey, I'm not arguing with the gifts they brought. Anthem spices, dried fruit from Alona. Diplomacy has some tasty perks. More of a consolation prize than a perk. Hurry things along down there, will you? I can't wait to get a hold of the Guild Wars 2 cookbook. I really hope it has the Om Nom berry bars.
Hello again. It is a genuine pleasure to see a familiar face in unfamiliar lands.
Welcome, Commander. I'm glad to finally have a meeting under less dire circumstances.
An empress and a queen. Dangerous combination.
Queen Jenna has been instrumental in Cantha's integration. I'm eager for these meetings to commence.
All I've done is make introductions.
With every trade organization and leader between the Shiver Peaks and the unending ocean. Such modesty. I'm hoping that today is productive, if not educational.
The latter, I can promise.
I see you've chosen not to wear shoes again, Jenna. As your trademark for some reason. Keith!
Keith! What a surprise!
Commander, I'd heard you'd been invited. Glad to see you again.
Kaith is joining me as counsel. We've both a stake in seeing our people thrive after everything we've endured.
The Sylvari have endured a lot. How are you doing after Aurene?
Some days are melancholy, but she still guides me. I'm needed by my people. That has given me purpose.
That they do. Kaith has been vital in our pursuit of healing. We've all experienced a bit of an identity crisis after Maguma. We're well on our way, but we've problems to solve for yet.
Your resilience is quite inspiring.
I'm pretty sure Jenna's allergic to shoes. If she puts them on, her feet will swell like hams. Gross. Still though, put those grippers away. This is a nice place. I always like Lion's Arch, older looking buildings. Okay, to the Great House of the Dominion of the Winds. Oh, the Dominion of the Winds are here? Hey, Bram.
Commander.
Nice beard.
Bram! Thought I recognized the smell.
Graham is representing Kragstead, acting as my own advisor.
Oh? Did you get a second opinion?
Gawk all you need. I went home for a while after. The whole thing was an accident. One day I'm patching homesteads and caring for lone wolf pups, and the next I'm, well, here.
You? Leading an entire village? I'm impressed.
He's modest. He proved to be the leader Kragstead
We've been through this before.
and irreplaceable.
That's a
I've
different
helped
character.
Take on more for Newt. A natural leader. Oh boy.
Stop.
I'm glad for you, Bram. Air would be proud.
See, I like older Lion's Arch because, like, I think it's like the same reason why I like Linda, or why did I say Linda? I'm thinking of the Admiral in 14. What's her face? Oh yes, Linda Laminza. See, Limza Lominza I like because, like, that's an entire city built on, like, what? Like, on, like, some boats as well. And Lion's Arch kind of had that deal going on, too. It still kind of does, but, like, it lost a lot of that since, after, like, Season 1. I still need to unlock the thing that lets me go to the old Lion's Arch. Let's see, who else is here?
I knew I'd achieve this.
Whoever filled this out was very, very bored. That's my podium. I'll talk to you.
Given your lack of entourage, I suppose meeting with the council was, a bust?
Couldn't get a single one of those old sacks to put down the gavel and at least try to make friends. Did send me with a giant pile of paperwork, though. That's what I'd like to call the Asuran hello. Nonsense, most of it. Cantha is revealed. And if not for copying Asuran ingenuity, they'd still be decades behind. But we can't hide in our labs.
I'm sure the Arcane Council appreciates it. Probably.
I certainly do hope that you are correct.
Did I get everyone? I feel like I did not talk to everyone. I guess I got everyone, okay. Any documents? No? Copy. See, no, that's just the Asura being salty that of like, oh man, why didn't I think of that? Their golems are better. They don't, like, go haywire as often. Unless dragon magic. So yeah, I'd say they're just jealous.
I, Countess Anise, liaison to Queen
Oh, thank you for
Jenna
the
of
for the
Kryta.
box.
Call all representatives of the Tyrian Alliance to council. Please, to your places.
They gave me a box. So short. Oh, they gave Ludo one too.
We've quite a bit to cover. First and foremost, the Pact and Orders send their regards. Structural changes have them occupied. But with that aside, the founding members have come prepared with opening statements. Affirmations of why we're here. As our mutually elected emissary, Commander, would you like to determine the order of operations?
What qualifies me to make that call?
You've had a hand in just about everything Tyria has endured since the retaking of Claw Island.
Floor Island.
I imagine the Pale Mother supports this notion.
Sure, have at it.
Okay. Let's discuss the state of the Sylvari.
I am Firstborn Dagonet. Kaith and I have ventured from the Grove to represent the Sylvari. The Pale Tree sends her regards. Her healing has been a slow process, but her spirits remain bright and focused on our growth. Our people experienced a deep wound when Mordramoth rose and fell. As a people, we have many questions about where we come from, what purpose we serve following the Elder Dragon's death. Who are we as a society? Many have decided to leave our home in search of these answers. Finding direction and purpose, that is our focus. As the Pale Tree heals, so do the rest of us.
I'd like to hear updates on Bangar's trial.
Krisha, Imperator of the Blood Legion and elected representation from the Char. I'd be lying if I said tensions weren't high at the Citadel. With Bangar's trial nearing, another civil war isn't impossible. Even behind bars, Bangar commands respect from his most loyal. Although weakened, the Dominion is still a threat. However, the Imperators are mostly aligned. Imperator Malice of the Ash Legion joins me today in support. Ephraim sends his. You may have heard the whispers, but there are calls for another Con-Ur to rise. The Imperators don't disagree. But the Trial of Embers will wait until we've decided Bangar's fate. That is our first priority.
Yeah, I was also under the impression that, like, after being corrupted and then Jormag, you know, exploding and strangely enough spitting into Prime Mortis's mouth. Why'd they do that? I was under the assumption that, like, he probably died from it. But then again, we've also seen, like, any, like, dragon minions that have been, you know, corrupted generally just become unchained and then just kind of wander around and do their own thing. We've seen it with, like, the Risen. I'm not sure about, like, the Branded, though. The Mordrim have been implied that, yeah, they're just wandering around in Maguma. Let's hear about relations between Cantha and the Asura.
Counselor Ludo of the Arcane Council. I'll keep it brief. As you can observe, I am the only present representative from the Council. We are experiencing growing pains. Cantha's prowess threw us for a loop. I may be alone in this thinking, but about damn time. For a long while, the Council has lazily relied on Asuran Magitech superiority. We've become complacent, our research secondary. I, and a few others, have been advocating for a more productive integration into the global sector. No disrespect intended, but Cantha's advancements on our designs? Well, frankly, it's insulting. Our knowledge is still unmatched.
An interesting choice of words. Know that I enjoy competition. In fact, I encourage it.
As do I. My first significant motion on the Arcane Council has been to eliminate any restrictions on admittance into the Asuran colleges. Our next focus will be on global equitable information exchange. That's all. For now.
The Mordrim are apparently capable of slowly regaining sanity. That is, yeah, that is also a thing too, but I gotta wonder, like, after that transformation and being, like, controlled by Mordremoth, you gotta wonder, they're probably either have gone insane and are too far gone, or, you know, implied not good things. If you know, you know. I like to discuss updates from the Norn.
I am Scotty, son of Newt Whitebear. Sends his best. Old man just can't say no to a good brawl. Expected to heal just fine. Just as our people are healing. Unsure of how to approach the spirits. How we can help them. If we can help them.
The Sylvari share in your pain. The Pale Tree. That's been a process.
Aye. Looking ahead has been our focus. Our scouting parties have returned to the far north to explore the villages and homesteads cut off from Holbrook for decades. We've also got eyes on the sons of Svanir. Rather, what remains of them. Most fell with Jormag. Those that remain, broken, lost. If we can offer any rehabilitation, we will. But we won't welcome more violence to Holbrook.
It's kind of funny because, like, they do actually have, like, a cave full of, like, Sons of Svanir in Holbrook. How is Canthan integration with Tyria going?
Esteemed leaders, I am thankful to have met a few of you before. Queen Jenna has made many of these introductions. For those of you I have not met, I am Empress Yin of Cantha. I was advised to send a liaison in my stead, but I wanted to show the face of the Empire. Cantha's integration into Tyrian politics has not been swift or easy, but it is considered our greatest priority in the wake of the Elder Dragon event. Our people are largely united in wanting, but like all nations, an underbelly of resistance remains. However, I want to pull us from the murk and into the light. Cantha's technologies are vast, some might say superior, and I firmly believe that we offer something unique. And clearly share similar passions with our neighbors. Together, imagine what we could accomplish. While we are focused on diplomacy, we've had a secondary goal of enlisting archivists from across continents. Our libraries and history texts are woefully dated.
My queen.
Thank you all for your remarks. We gather on mutual ground as allies. For some, friends. We suffered the Elder Dragons. We saw a new Elona and Cantha. We've endured much. But now, Tyria has the promise of tomorrow. The last decade was cruel, but standing united today shows promise that my father only dreamt of. However, it is not on kind terms that we gather. The Alliance was formed as a reaction to a new threat. Almost a year ago now, demons attacked our villages and farmlands. Your cities and homes.
48 dead in the mountains. An entire village burned to the ground.
One attacked the grove.
2, just outside the gates of Rata Novus. They stank.
No casualties should be accepted. These attacks were calculated, I've heard. Our perpetrator? The Cryptus.
Cryptus?
And what exactly are these Cryptus? Where did they come from?
The more pertinent question, how did the Queen discern this information?
Tone. I've dealt with an Emperor's horde of petty banter, so I pivot. Queen Jenna, care to elaborate?
This information is as novel to me as it is to the Alliance.
I've heard rumors of your trustworthiness, Your Majesty.
No hyperbole until the Queen has spoken.
I see the triviality of Tyrian politics has not ceased its endless parade. Shall we have a mature discussion?
Fucking show off.
Introducing representation from the Astral Ward. Iskarin.
Iskarin.
I apologize for my friend's theatrics.
And Frode, Warden of the Astral Ward.
What's going on, Jenna? Answers.
Queen. If you wish to leave with all your limbs intact.
Calm, all of you. And I thought the war bands needed babysitting. Frode, was it?
Indeed. Admittedly, I expected worse. Wayfinder, under duress as always.
Wayfinder. Ah. Should have known you had a leg in this race.
I'll try talking to them.
Oh boy. Let's start from here. Commander, while I have certainly had my fair share of life, altering realizations, I'd still like to know what this is all about. Should I be concerned? No need for concern, Dagonet. The Astral Ward have much to offer the Alliance. Isgarin? I know that name from the people of Garenhof. But what is going on? Hale, call the Lion Guard. No need for Lion Guard. Isgarin and Frode come in peace. They'll explain. You're fine, you're fine. Isgarin is a seer, is he not? Yvonne has shared much of her historical knowledge with me. I would not have expected that any seer still existed, let alone to have one appear right in front of us. Only one left. If you know of them, then you'll know he's here as an ally. Ludo's ready to fight. Ready to slap that bald head. Cryptus, the Astral Ward, and a seer? You knew about all of this, and you didn't tell me? Who would I be to burden you further? Aren't you up to your ears in paperwork? Commander, who are these strangers barging in? I want answers. Now, before my fists go looking for them. Calm, Scardy. They are friends. Hear them out, please. I have a bad feeling about this. Who is he? Beings using such powerful and ancient magic have not historically bode well for the people of Valona. This time, the ancient being is on our side. Isgarin wants to help Tyria. Who is Isgarin? What is Isgarin? I have never seen one like him before. Is he the same as those exalted who helped defend the Ares walls from Jormag? They both float. Isgarin is a seer, like the exalted though. He's here to help us.
Ready as they'll ever be. Get to the point.
They thrive on the brink of chaos.
They've all endured enough trauma for a lifetime. Patience.
If we're measuring trauma and lifetimes, they wouldn't compare.
Oh.
Thank you for allowing us the time to speak to you all today. I apologize for the dramatic entrance. Again, I am Frode of the Astral Ward.
Frode. I've heard that name.
The ward has been cloaked in shadow for centuries, protecting you from threats unknown and unlike the Elder Dragons.
The Cryptus.
The source of our demon infestation, I take it?
Beings of the Mists who are no longer a problem. Not right now. Our Wayfinder, your commander, can speak to that.
I joined their fight. The Cryptus have been contained.
I wouldn't be surprised if some still attempted to breach our realm, but they aren't organized.
He speaks truth, as the commander can attest. Hesitant trust is advised. Isgarin revealed himself to me not long before he revealed himself to all of you.
The Cryptus are harbingers of what may come next from the Mists.
And you say they're no longer a threat, Wayfinder?
I've been to their realm myself. They've been stabilized.
When Su-1 passed, Tyria's essence bled into the veil beyond, the Mists. We are no longer shielded by her power. Every eye turned toward us in that moment. And likely more, we glow brighter than we did before. Tyria is a unique world, coveted by those beyond.
To summarize, our demons are Cryptus, and you two, the Astral Ward, are some sort of secret organization that fights them?
Not just Cryptus, but any intruder from another realm. We've certainly faced other threats that were not born of Tyria. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner?
Or help us with the Elder Dragons.
I will answer all of your questions, but this is not the right venue.
I'm inclined to agree. Whatever this information is, I gather it's sensitive in nature.
I imagine the room needs a moment to reflect. Shall we pause and reconvene in smaller council?
After our councils have ended, I will speak with any of you. Whatever questions you may have, I will try to answer them.
Hold on, I need my my support
Commander,
golem.
with us. We'd like to continue the conversation.
So you've met before.
Anise introduced us. Their friendship was just as much a surprise to me.
We sought another ally ahead of the Forum. We've known it was time to reveal ourselves to the world. Figured this would be better than a more public spectacle.
That inclination isn't wrong. Why now, though?
The Cryptus may be controlled or contained, but my words should cause fear. Tyria is as blood in water.
And what exactly is attracted to that blood?
Any number of beasts and beings. I've no reason to think we're in imminent danger, but I suspect something draws closer.
And we all need to prepare. The Astral Ward is ready to help in any way we can. So you've numbers then? Some. Fewer after the Cryptus. We bled on the edge of that blade.
What do you propose we do?
Focus on your affairs. We'll get nowhere without some degree of control. Your nations are fragile still. Here. Nourish.
Hydrate.
We'll be establishing pacts with our neighbors. I suggest you do the same.
Wise. On that subject, I'd like to offer some information on the Isle of Janthir.
Janthir. A storm looms over that place. Blood. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
I don't expect you to, but we may find more allies throughout those lands. The Lowland Coden.
My father spoke of them briefly. He left their territory untouched. Those are bonds I have not maintained.
I imagine there's more to this suggestion, Iskarin?
We should speak within thicker walls. Yes.
Wayfinder, I don't think anyone here would be better equipped to help form these bonds. You are not only a representative of the Astral Ward, but of Tyria. Look around this room. Take it in.
I could support that notion. Yes.
Utilize Moon Camp. It's only kicking up dust otherwise. We'll send ward to your aid. All your aid. The ward will establish a gateway between our outpost and the human city. With the Queen's blessing.
Blessing granted. I support this, and you, Commander. Now is the time to fortify. The Countess will meet you in Divinity's Reach.
My people have recently begun early exploration of Dizlana. The Dragon brand is weakening, all these years later. Dangerous place. Rampant with harpies. I don't see them helping us. Perhaps the Hecate?
I've only been to the ruins of Foreigner, parts of Korna. I should visit more of Alona. When you call Dizlana dangerous, what do you mean?
You've been to the best tourist attractions at least. You should visit. Dizlana is taxing. Harpies are dominant, which makes it hostile territory. But my people used to hide in the mountains. We have records and rumors of temples, settlements. I don't know if anything waits for us there, but it's worth looking.
Sounds like the Greater North. Homesteads long displaced by Jormek's storm. No telling if there are any survivors.
We defeat the Elder Dragons, and this is our reward. The scraps of what used to be.
Look at them over there. Can I assume they're scheming?
No, Counselor. Assumptions are very often incorrect. We'll have plenty of time to ask our questions. And I have some for you, as we were tasked. Before the Arcane Council, my research says that you were the Dean of Statics.
I am the Dean of Statics. If I dedicated all of my time to the Council, my brain would melt and drip onto the floor.
Talented and busy. You remind me of my sister. Say, you and I should plan a visit. We're supposed to be making friends after all. I would love to host you in our labs. I'm very curious to see how they stand up to such a precise eye.
If they stand. I would love to give you my assessment, Empress. And I'm also happy to waive my consultation fees in good faith.
Good faith indeed. I see you two are getting along.
Just making sure, looking around.
I've witnessed cleaner executions.
Krisha, think I'm going with the commander to Janthir. I feel a professional pull. Have little intel on that location, or these Coden, and it feels vital. Or intriguing, at least.
An Imperator leaving her post to get her claws dirty. Care to steal my mate, too? Go. Be our eyes. I can cover for us.
I'll see you there, Commander.
You know Ritlock would just be like, please, take me with you. Please. Malice gets the pass, though. Ritlock has to stay home, sadly. Which, by the way, one of the preview, like, shots of the new expansion does show Ritlock just standing there while there's a giant, like, Fae butterfly moth thing descending. And he's just standing there casually. It's so good. And I think most people's reaction was not, ooh, pretty moth creature. No, it's, is that fucking Ritlock Brimstone? Mr. Trombone? Travel to the Royal Palace in Divinity's Reach. I think I will take my shortcut using the Royal Terrace, Bates Razor. Listen, we don't talk about Fate's Razor here. They did also say they're expanding on the Skimmer's mastery in the next expansion. I'm just sitting here like, man, the Springer is just not doing so well. I went the wrong way. This is, you know, a damn shame. They're probably just having a very hard time trying to justify its existence. Other than Bunny. Also, there are ads incoming, so hang on tight. It's only 3 minutes, don't buy anything. I'm not gonna take a break while doing ads. I'm just gonna try to adventure towards where I need to go. Oh, it's this portal, okay.
Prompt, as expected. Welcome, Commander. The gateway is active. I've word that Malice will meet you there. Got a glimpse of the place myself. Frode gave the Queen a proper tour. He'll be expecting you too. Though, between friends, their definition of camp is sweet. I'm sure you'll be very comfortable.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't surprise me one bit.
You are quite adapted to them, aren't you? How are you feeling about the mission, then?
Based on what I know, optimistic. Entering an unexplored territory like Janthir to establish contact with Coden, that piques my interest.
Diplomacy is a fine craft, Commander. And making allies requires an artisan. Oh, before you depart, do we prefer Wayfinder or Commander now?
Whatever you prefer, honestly.
Grand
I don't know
Poobah.
if you calling me anything but Commander would sound natural.
Old habits die hard, I suppose. Good luck.
Wayfinder, the guest of honor. Welcome to Mooncamp. Vanak, if you don't remember. Fought with you against the Cryptus and Omnitas.
Who?
This is nicer than any field lab I've worked in.
The Astral Ward? Subtle. Not a chance. Good to see you closer to ground, though. I volunteered to help with the integration. Long overdue that we got involved in Tyrian affairs. More publicly, that is. Got a few things to atone for.
Commander, Vanak was just giving us the lay of the land. Dangerous place, Janthir. Eager to scope it out.
I am as well. There's something about the atmosphere here that wilts my senses.
I wasn't expecting you here, Keith.
On Dagonet's order, he didn't go into much detail about the Pale Tree's status. And perhaps it's not my place to say, but her recovery has been slower than we expected. Some days she seems weaker than the day before. We search for a remedy. The Astral Ward knows magic, and ancient magic at that. I'm hoping we can form a connection with you.
I do too, for what it's worth. And all help is good in these parts. Janthir is a nasty place to get lost. But before you touch ground, Frode wanted to speak with you, Wayfinder. Seemed urgent enough to prioritize.
Right. I'll track him down.
I hope you're ready for a nice scenic view of this place, because this map in particular is pretty.
I hope you've gotten some sleep since our last adventure, friend.
I used to be in charge of Moon Camp before Levente named me Warden.
There seems to be more at play here, especially when the Warden is pulled from the sky.
You know us well. It's true. The Lowland Coden will be fine allies of Queen Jenna and the Tyrian Alliance. That is no lie. They know these lands better than most. Janthir and the northern stretches are formidable. How much did you learn of Waiting Sorrow during your time in Omnitas?
Waiting Sorrow, as in your missing wizard? Very little, other than the fact that she created the Heart of the Obscure.
Indeed. I've never met her, of course, as she's been missing since before Ascalon burned to the ground. This must stay between us, for now. But we suspect that she's hiding among the Coden.
You want me to find her?
It isn't a burden on your shoulders alone. The Ward is here to support in whatever way we can. But, yes, we need you to.
Is she dangerous?
She's very capable. For your own safety, expect resistance. I wish I knew more. Between us, Wayfinder, all conversation about her turns Isgarin more conspiratorial than usual.
Then I'll keep my guard up.
Good. For what it's worth, Dagda doesn't agree with him. She was also Waiting Sorrow's closest friend, so there's bias. But that's all I've got, so I'll leave you to it. Get to know the region. We'll set out in search of the Coden soon as well. They've been known to homestead along the Delta and the coastline. They'll build for 100 or so years, then move. Unsure of their exact position, but I imagine we're close. We portaled Moon Camp here to avoid scaring the locals.
Probably more subtle than flying it over the bay. Good call.
Stalwart Hart pulled some research noting they're not especially keen on magic. A floating building may cause alarm. But, good luck. I'll be here to guide you as I can. Ward's busy with the reacclimation. It's going to be a long process.
Oh, you got more stuff to say?
How are things with the Ward?
Fine. Tense. Isgarin wanted to lock our doors and go back into hiding, but that's just not an option for us. We have 100 fractal inhabitants taking up residence in Omnitas, and I doubt they want to stay. They're sitting in a limbo of our making. And that's just one problem.
Are you going to get the Alliance involved? Probably a smart move.
I think we have to. Lear agrees. He strongly agrees. Isgarin's worried that the world will think us monsters, which is a fair fear, but our actions aren't above critique. I'm airing my angst. Suffered a few long nights, but we're moving in the right direction. Don't let me distract you.
Yeah, that's right. They still have, like, the fractal people from, the Sky Island archipelago.
From Frode, Commander?
He and I caught up and talked about the Coden. We're not exactly sure where they're settled today, but they're likely close. Astral Ward research also says that they're a little untrustful of magic. We'll want to keep that in mind.
Sounds like we've plenty to strive for, then. We should get moving. I don't know this region.
I'd recommend taking it slow. When we call Janthir treacherous, we mean it.
Explore Moon Camp while Vanak debriefs you on the region. Alright. Let's take a look around.
That's a Valraven, Talon. Nasty beast. The ward has little documentation, aside from a few first-hand accounts. When few travelers come through Janthir, stay away from them at all costs.
Oh, sweet. Monster energy. Let's see.
A lot of things come to Janthir to hide from the rest of Tyria. That's why the Mersat built Bava Nisos here. Though, that place is all ruins and storms now. Hard to get close.
Bava Nisos? What's that?
Former Mersat city. Fixed in the middle of the Isles. Been abandoned for a long time. Don't think I'd want to go anyway. Maban told me about it. Didn't sound all that hospitable. He went back from time to time. Memories, I imagine. Or guilt.
What can you tell us about the history of this place?
Oh, former home of the Mersat, and later the White Mantle. From my research, there's been very little activity in recent years.
Correct. Aside from the Kodan, only a few other groups have called it home. Some centaur tribes, trolls, creatures that keep to themselves. And the Isles are another story. I recommend you read up on it. A lot of blood has been spilled here.
Yeah, Janthir is pretty much known to be a very dangerous place. Kind of in, you know, in a similar fashion to Dizlania. Like the Harpies and whatnot. And actually, to just kind of like point out, it's just north of Divinity's Reach where we're at. And also pretty close to the Woodland Cascades, which is where the Centaurs roam. So you'd have to go pretty far off your way to get here.
That's a Cryptus axe. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Yep. Moon Camp operated in the area during the attacks. Eparch's grunts were poking at something here. Never figured out what.
Given Janthir's history, I imagine there are any number of things a demon could be drawn to. Not especially inspiring, though.
Oh, that's pretty. What the heck is this doohickey? How you doing that?
How big is Janthir?
Huge. Practically in Kryta still. But the deltas are considered a part of the Isles due to their climate and flora. It stretches far to the north, running parallel to the northern Shiver Peaks, as far as modern maps are concerned. The Isles and Bay make up most of the occupied territory, with some coastal regions lining the mainland. There was even a small human outpost on the Isles, but it's long abandoned now. Don't know a lot about it.
Not a good place to be, then.
Venture into the uncharted wilderness outside of Moon Camp. Alright, now we can finally leave this place and step foot into these shores. Oh, that's a big drop. Couldn't give us stairs.
So quiet. Reminds me of Drizzlewood. Abundant vegetation. I wonder how much of this is edible.
Already getting comfortable, I see. Where to first?
Sounds like something to be determined by a wayfinder.
Delectable tea or deadly poison? That deer just exploded. Oh yeah, that's because of the relic. I have the fireworks relic. That's why it exploded like that.
We should follow that stream. See where it leads.
But yeah, a lot of big trees. Big cliffs too.
Janthiri flora is fascinating. And probably very toxic.
Should make for a nice tea though.
Goodness, look at you. This is a very old tree. Imagine the stories it could tell us. Standing tall and strong, protecting the smaller growth.
Eyes up, Keith.
Uh-oh. A woo's detected.
Your soul is mine.
So yeah, this is the Reaper profession that I'm using for this power build. Which uses the offhand sword. Which was the extended specialization for Necromancer. Which I don't quite understand how it works, but it looks like you sacrifice health to do some extra stuff. But we'll learn as we go along. What's up there?
Watch out for the cliff. Wouldn't make for a nice fall.
Never mind the cliff. Watch out!
Oh.
You are all. Your soul is mine.
I still remember my old rotation from way back then when I was streaming raid content.
What were those things?
Must be Valraven. Talons look just like the one Vinox showed us.
But this isn't a condition build, so it doesn't really do, you know, that much. But it's just, you know, it's old habits.
It may be dangerous, but this place... it's stunning.
A beautiful vista for sure. I wonder where the water leads.
Ward, I need assistance now! Alchemy! It won't calm!
Treacherous, eh?
Better check it out. Together, everyone!
What has them so riled up?
6 feet tall! Your soul is mine!
Oh, that's a lot of poison.
You are all weaklings!
That's a lot of poison.
Attacking on sight so close to a populated camp is concerning behavior.
Bet it has something to do with that distress call.
Reasonable take.
Claw marks.
And from quite a
Claw
large
marks.
beast, I imagine.
Footprints and more claw marks. Chased them away from camp.
Uh-oh. Blood.
Blood. We better hurry.
Anyone! Help us!
Come on.
Hmm.
Wayfinder!
Whoa. Big kitty. I forgot the golem basically exists for PC.
Your soul is mine! You are all weaklings. Surrounded quickly.
Not to kill. Maintain eye contact and be firm. The rest of you follow as we guide. The creature is vulnerable. Again, we don't seek to kill it unless absolutely necessary.
Who are you?
Outlander, use this salve. Breathe.
Who are you?
Gibby.
Curious garbs you wear. Perhaps something sturdier would do you better in these parts. Which of you is the leader?
Commander?
I guess that's me.
I'm leading this expedition.
A voice that commands armies, I imagine. I'd like to get to know you. I'm sure the Claw would too. The sun is fading. Wherever you traveled from, our village is likely closer. Follow. We've got a fire for you to sit by.
Thank you.
We'll follow, but who are you?
Barbed Veil. Come. You can help us lead the journeykin to safety. But we must move quickly, unless you want to lose yourself in the woods. Our nights have been far darker. The Valraven watch.
Journeykin? You mean that wild animal?
Fascinating beasts they are. Came to us from far away. They need protectors.
It's enraged again?
Stay calm. Help it release that energy, just like last time.
You are all weaklings.
Okay, calm down, Giddy. We're friends here.
Again, Keep your voices stable. Help it relax. You are all weakling.
Your soul is mine!
You are all weakling. Use the sound.
We are your friends.
Good, good.
Starting to think that it's enjoying this.
It could be. Let it release that energy.
I'm 6 feet tall! You are all weak. Your soul is mine! You are all weaklings.
Welcome.
There it is. Very pretty. I'd say this scenic view is much better than what they tried to do with Secrets of the Obscure when you first get into the Sky Archipelago. I think it's just because, like, the chaos of that situation kind of, I don't know, it just didn't click.
And so close to camp. I was expecting a little more of a hike.
It's been a long while since we've let the outside in. Travelers avoid these lands, and for good reason. Not intentional isolation, that is. It isn't my story to tell, however, and we're nearing the pen.
All right, in you go.
Use this to calm the beast.
What is it?
Food.
Let's see, what are we feeding it? Looks like slime. Looks like sludge. Here, have your sludge.
Animals, especially feral ones, only know a life of hunting, fighting for their food. A kind interaction and a gift is sometimes all it needs to learn trust.
You return with more than another journeykin, Spearmaster.
More creatures lost in the wild.
A claw of the Coden that I've never heard of, huh?
call me Stoic Alder.
We found them in the forest, defending themselves against this one.
I'm glad you intervened before any lives were lost. Come, we should speak.
As a delegate of the Tyrian Alliance, it's good to meet you, Stoic Alder.
Interesting. I never thought Tyria capable. Clearly, we've plenty to discuss. Come. The village welcomes you.
I'll tend to our friend.
Thankfully, you've stumbled into the kindest alcove in Janthir.
I do like how they decorate their place. This looks pretty neat and cozy.
Seems we have visitors. Rather unexpected in our keep. Welcome the Tyrian Alliance.
Tyria has allied? Amusing joke you play, leader.
Your skepticism is understandable. But given the severity of recent threats, Tyria needed to act fast. And unitarily.
Threats? Surely the strangers do not walk among all lands.
If you mean the creatures attacking from mist portals, I'm afraid so. We call them Cryptus.
Ah, mist portals. It's of the flesh stalkers that this alliance speaks. Yes. As foes, they proved fatal ones. Lives lost on your front as well, Jan.
I'm afraid so. And allying proved the viable solution, finally.
Fear can be a supreme unifier, or divider, depending on how it is channeled. So, this is why you come to my hearth, with eyes carrying intention. A bid to join your alliance.
Who knows what other threats the mists might bring? Should that happen, we'll have strength in numbers.
I respect your good intentions, but need time to ponder its implications for our own. For now, that is my decision. At this time, I extend our visitors the opportunity to speak with our council members.
Welcome to our village. What do you seek? Nice to meet you. What's your role on this council?
Why, hello there. Rai Lycan, humble lore master of the lowland. Long before our tribe came to inhabit Janthir, we hailed from a sanctuary far in the north. In those times, we were led by two honored Coden, a claw chosen by the people. Alder's role, same as his mother before him. Also, a voice. She was chosen by Koda himself to share in his mind, ultimately proving her worth by the trial of faith. A trial that would prove both to her detriment and the tribe's. Mid-trial, nearly crushed by the weight of madness, she fled. Some call it cowardice. I believe it was the will to survive that seized her from the brink of oblivion. The same will our claw channeled in the trial's aftermath. Rather than risk ruin, he led the tribe south, to Janthir.
Given time, some Coden found themselves called back by the will of Coda. A call they followed to Ur. The rest, our forebearers, remained. And it is here, free from gods, tried only by nature, that we find our sanctuary. Well, at least, that's the speech I've prepared for the Cubs' annual history visit. I fear it sounds a bit rehearsed.
Interesting. My, aren't you a spry adventurer, coming all out all this way? Welcome. Thank you. You can call me Wayfinder. What's your role on the council?
Fading Aurora, village healing master.
Aurora and Barbed Veil, who you first ran into, are two of our newest to don the master title. Though, judging by their expertise, one would suspect them seasoned veterans of their respective crafts. Additionally, Aurora has fast proved an upstanding mentor for my son.
Currently working on the fundamentals of herbalism.
Save some praise for yourself, Alder. The previous Claw would be proud to see how well you're faring in the position.
The Claw Aurora speaks of was my mother. Feels both long ago and as recent as yesterday that she stood where I do now.
Though a few claw lengths shorter. By my coming of age, she barely made it to my shoulders. But her presence was grand enough to fill the room.
A true leader of Coden. Many have noted the resemblance. See a bit of her in you both. Wayfinder, you find yourself in good company. Hope you can make yourself at home here.
Tyrian Alliance, you say? Interesting. Nice to meet you. What's your role on this council?
Grazed by fire, Journeykin Master. Apologies. My thoughts are occupied by council matters at the moment. If you find yourself with time to pass, my apprentice, Burning River, is out tending the village Journeykin. Tell him to give you some lessons at my request. They're fine creatures. I suspect you'll make fast friends.
Greetings. Hello, what's your role on this council? I'm the council's hunting master, Vast Caldera. Nice to meet you. Wow, you don't get your own dialogue. You don't get voice act or anything. Amazing. Hail, fellow, and well met. What's your role in the council? You can call me Soaring Crest. I am the master of agriculture on this council. Nice to meet you. Same with you. Yes? Hello, what's your role on this council? I'm Deft Lahar. Why did I read that as ladder? The Homestead Master. I oversee the building of all manner of things for our village. Nice to meet you. How about you? What's your role on the council?
The role of Claw was taken, so I settled for a title more modest.
My son has some years before he claims such expertise, though his mind is sharp. Observing our council provides him practical education, instills discipline.
Poised Arrow, son of Stoic Alder and Silken Weir. You?
Commander, or Wayfinder. Wayfinder is probably more fitting these days.
A Wayfinder losing their way in our woods. And now Commander. That has a strong sound to it. But if you insist, lost your Wayfinder.
Seems our visitor also claims two names. We of the lowland drop formality with those we most respect. Right, Pokey?
Yes, Pa.
Leader, best we return to the planned agenda, pressing as it is.
Your concerns are sensible, graced by fire. Boys Darrow, I'm afraid our discussion shall prove as stuffy to our guests as the air in this hall. Show them around.
But we've only just... A fine idea. Best they enjoy the weather while it holds. Meet me outside when you're set.
Alliance, I deem you welcome visitors, for the time being. Feel free to acquaint yourselves with our town. Fortunate for you, the embers of our summer season burn brightest. May your time here pass well.
Yay, we did it.
Now this is a find.
More junk in my inventory, yay! Oh, but there's something out here, hold on. Why is there a store out here? That's weird. Maybe it's meant for, like, outside the instance? I don't know. Or it could be a glitch.
Here you have it, Harvest Den. Much to keep a newcomer occupied, especially this time of year. Have one last hurrah before the deep freeze sets in, then our time of torpor begins and things really slow down. So, enjoy the fun while it lasts.
Weren't you supposed to show us around?
A wayfinder needs no chaperone, yes? You seem the type who'd rather blaze your own trail. Your friends, the flora and feline, make themselves at home already. Besides, if you need me, I'll be right here. A friend of mine plans to take part in the dance circle. Poor beast dances like his feet are forged from ore, but I'll be cheering for him nonetheless.
Alright, let's see what Keith is up to. Keith, you are all the way over there. Okay. I will say that, like, this does feel a little bit more lengthy, maybe a little too lengthy, but then again, you know, this is a new area, and that means being exposed to probably new lore, and just, you know, keeping up with, like, the times and whatnot, because again, Janthir is not really frequently visited.
So you're a plant person? Can you make your own food? Do animals graze on you?
Making friends already, Cave.
Delightful, aren't they? What I love about children is their shamelessly charming lack of tact.
Willow, focus. We're training, not harassing newcomers.
But how pretty she is! I love her flowers best of all.
How sweet. These were a gift from a very dear friend. A dragon friend.
There's a dragon here as well?
I'm afraid we're on this adventure without her. She's resting. And she's more than earned it.
Something you have not, Willow. Back to your sets.
Could complete these with my eyes closed. Now this newcomer looks like a fine sparring match for you, Swift Rapids.
Never trained with spears before.
Really? Bet you'd take to it naturally. Talk to my sparring partner, Mists of Dawn. She'll help you get a feel for it. Most couldn't train in spears before they can talk. Though some prefer to exercise their jabbering jaws.
Thank you for letting us watch.
So yeah, they did introduce land spear training for all the classes, so every class can use the spear on land. And, you know, they're okay. Thief Spear, I'm still kind of, like, cooking up and a build for in terms of like using it with Deadeye, because Thief Spear has a pretty interesting rotation from what I can see. The other spears I haven't really tried too much in depth. Mostly Thief. Here to learn about the spear, eh, outsider? If you think you can handle it, you'll need to earn the right just like any cub here. Like the cubs, huh? You must earn it. Fight. Help out around the Delta and observe how others use the spear. In time, it will be yours. Once you have done this, return and show me your mastery against these targets. I'll give it a go. And I already have, like, the mastery trained and whatnot. So I just need to... Back you are. How's the spear? Weight feel good? If you need more practice, try these targets. Make enough progress, and maybe I'll pass a good word along the claw. So I gotta have a spear equipped. Hold on. I have a trident. I mean, that's got like a spear, right? Like a, it's like, yeah, that, I think that should count.
Quite a reward.
That counts. Oh boy. I'm busy right now. Okay. I'm gonna have to buy a spear. What do you got? There you are. I already unlocked it though. You know, no, I didn't put a spear in there. Shh. I don't have any bank tabs either. Let me just go to a merchant real quick and see if I can buy one. Do you have anything? No, you have food. I'm trying to think. Hold on. It's just kind of like, I don't want to spend like 200 bear coins and a gold to use a spear. You know? I just gamble on this for a bit. Gamble on a nice green spear, and then never use it again. No, that's not it. Hold on, I'm gonna pop right over here real quick, and then get a spear. I'm gonna check my bank real quick. Or just buy one from here. No, that's skins. I don't want to buy skins. Let's see, spear. Oh, that's the shark spear that I was working on. No, I'll just buy one. No, that's the bank. Wait, I wonder if the dungeons had spear. Yeah, they do. Hold on, let me... Let me see. Yeah, they definitely have a spear in here. It's just a matter of like which skin do I want to invest in. Because there's a spear gun. I'm not seeing the spear though. Oh, harpoon. Yeah, it's a harpoon. Okay, I already have that skin.
That is
Hold
all.
on. Honor of the Waves, Sorrow's Embrace, Twilight Arbor, Auticus' Estate. Let me see about this one. Harpoon. Yeah, I don't have this one. Alright. Did you equip it as a... Yes, you did! Why would you do that? There we go. We'll play around with the spear. What do we got here? Deadly Slice, at the chain. That's a melee chain. Perforate, attack foes, siphon life, struck by perforate, damage increased below threshold. Okay. Addle, that's our CC. If it strikes, inflict conditions, you may reactivate a... And that teleports you, okay. That one we haven't unlocked yet. Okay. Back to it! Back to the lowlands.
Hey, Wayfinder! Janthir is wild.
It's just kind of, again, like, they could have at least, like, give you another training spear. And then that is wide swing, removes boons. So that's an AoE. This might actually be a good spear for PvP, maybe. Maybe structured PvP. I'm not sure about world versus world, though. It does feel a little slow, though. Okay, now we have to... Now we have to do the heart. Oh, that's a boss fight. I don't want that. We could do like just some basic training and just talk about stuff. But yeah, from what we've seen of like the new expansion, they've already kind of like teased like 3 of the elite specializations that they were that they're going to be adding into the expansion, and it's just the names of them. So like the Bard one, that's Mesmer, that's the Troubadour. There is the Invoker, which is the Elementalist one, and then there's the Thief one, which I think I forgot what it's called and how to pronounce it, but essentially the feel of that one is Indiana Jones, or just, you know, treasure hunter, which is just grave robbing, which fits Thief pretty well. Well, not exactly grave robbing, but you get what I mean.
Need to catch my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
You are all weaklings.
Say hurtful things, break the bar.
Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches. Ooh. Need to catch my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
You are all weaklings.
Ooh.
Okay.
Need to catch my breath after that. Ready for you. Don't you dare pull your punches.
Then I think this is just break the targets. If this does anything... Oh, someone's actually fighting in the boss arena. Let's go help them.
I feel 6 feet tall. Your soul is mine.
I think we'll just use Spear for the rest of the stream and then swap back for next time the Great Sword. Because I do want to show off the Spear a little bit. Oh.
That had to hurt.
You are all weaklings. Your soul is mine.
Okay, that's not good. I'm taking a lot of damage.
A clever combination. The room is valuable. Your movements are elegant and graceful. A flower just bloomed.
Okay, let's see what else we can do. Take a nice little stroll. At least this is kind of going a little bit quicker in terms of, like, you know, filling the bar stuff. Let's check out the scenic waterfall, shall we? Beautiful. This particular village is definitely a vibe I like. It's very cozy. This feels like a very nice, like, refreshing area to be in, like, climate-wise. Probably a bit chilly, but... Let's see. So yeah, another thing that I'm sure people have caught on during, like, the earlier part of the story, that the Warclaw is actually a creature that you can find in this place. And usually the Warclaw is like a creature from the mists. And it was originally the World vs. World mount. Like, it was just tied to World vs. World, and it didn't have much use outside of it. And then this expansion, Janthir Wilds, allowed us to essentially utilize them in PvP, or not PvP, PvE scenarios.
They'll be snuggled up together in no time.
And actually, it does provide good CC. Like, there's some good CC skills you can use while using the Warclaw. And then, for some reason, you can, like, do, like, a triple jump with it, which I don't know why.
Accelerate.
Gotta collect the kitties before they eat all the cabbage. I do like the little detail where like they do actually scratch you if you hold on to them a little too long. Cause bleeding. It's just a silly little mini game at this point. Oh, but they already ate all the cabbages.
That's my whole harvest done for.
So that failed and that didn't fill the bar. This is also a very fun map to play the Griffin on.
Newcomer, level your spear and join some friendly competition. If you don't have your own, just grab one from the rack. Show our cubs how a seasoned warrior handles a weapon.
But yeah, I feel like Necro Spear does feel kind of alright-ish.
Lose to a visitor you will? You shame yourselves.
I'm picking up all your slack.
Fine joke. Half the points are mine alone.
Ugh, cease bickering and move.
There we go.
Time's up. Spears down. Everyone back here. Our newcomer wins, fair and square. Take note, folks. With practice, you'll perform with the poise of our friend one day.
Check in with Malice, alright.
You let me down.
Say that every time you do.
Lose every time you do. Next time I'm on the newcomers team.
But yeah, I really like this map. And I've seen a bit of the other maps too, and like, this one's definitely like a good start. In my opinion.
Nervous I am. We own...
Commander, quietly.
Catching up on Coden affairs?
The only meeting worth attending is the one you're not invited to. Seems there's been discussion about those strangers the kid mentioned earlier. Also scouts and what I assume are journeykin, which kicked off some squabbling. Then something about Isles, and interestingly, Alliance, which led to more squabbling.
What do we have to do with any of this?
Still piecing that together. But now you see why espionage and diplomacy go together like Bover and steak and a cold ale.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're enjoying this.
And Krisha's still trying to convince me that field work gets old after a while. Anyway, the Warclaw Master seems to be the one spearheading all this. She said to speak to her understudy, correct? Wouldn't hurt to see if you can get any info out of it. Something's definitely got them on edge. Our timing could be good or bad.
Find the Warclaw trainer. Oh. Your journeykin has taken to you. That bond will grow even stronger. Why don't you put your new friend's nose to work and find me a missing cub? A missing cub? Youngins are naturally curious, which is not always a good thing. They'll wander far and wide and then they lose their way back. Track it down, bring it here, and we'll see the state of your bond. We'll get sniffing. You hear that, chat? We'll get sniffing. Use your... Okay. Now what's this little achievement? Within the time limit. I keep pressing the wrong button. I think it's like down here maybe? Yeah. There we go. Within a time limit, you say? So we've got 2 minutes. Can I, yep, I can ride my sky scale. Here we go.
Ah, recognition.
You found the little one. Good on you, stranger. Let me know if you have questions about these fine creatures. What exactly are Warclaws? Believe it or not, they aren't creatures of blood and bone, but of magic. What are some uses for the Warclaw's sniff? Their sniff can come in handy for tracking scents. Use it to sense nearby foes, or even hidden treasures. Tell me about the chain pull. If you're looking to pull something down, throw down the chain and use your Warclaw's might to your advantage. It won't work for everything, but experiment on large obstructions or even foes. Can I use my spear ball on the Warclaw? Certainly. Your spear will let you target hard-to-reach foes without dismounting. It's a useful tactic if you have at your disposal. Can the Warclaw dodge attacks? If you urge your journeykin to rush forward, you can evade oncoming attacks, and its raw force packs quite a wallop. But be careful, you'll tire the poor creature out if you rely on it too frequently. Basically explaining each of the mechanics you can earn through the mastery. So it does have like, it's a much more offensive mount. But its CC with the chain pull is good.
Straight to the matter. Wayfinders waste no time on windy hellos. Pleasantries be damned.
I see Malice has gotten you up to speed on our communications.
She gifted it to me to keep in touch. A neat device, for sure.
So you waited for me to walk here when you could have called me?
And forego a chat face to face? When you're a stone's throw away? Besides, I imagine it gets tiresome being always reachable. Surely one needs uninterrupted time with their thoughts. Speaking of life's interruptions, my paw requires a favor. Some small task for which he finds you fit. Said to meet him in the lower waterfalls at an old place of ours. Making my way over now. I'll see you there. By the way, I'd make haste if I were you. My paw values promptness. Lateness won't anger him, but it surely won't impress him. I speak not from experience.
Noted. Goodbye.
I heard things are going smoothly with the Lowlanders, Wayfinder. That's good. I'd love to talk. Probably best done in person.
We'll need to be quick. I have a standing invitation with the Claw. Might know about you-know-who.
I am sorry, Mist. Better my house than your cabbages, huh?
Back to the moon camp.
Ah, there you are. Tell me, how are the Lowland Coden?
They're a little skeptical, but welcoming. Some creature has them on edge.
My ward has reported the same, the good and the mysterious. Strangers pending. I'm glad it's going well. Now, as for your second mission, any sign of her?
Not yet. Though that Barbed Veil character definitely turned a few heads.
It's a journey, not a race. Haven't gotten much more out of Iskaran myself. I asked Dagda about her departure. Claims that it was a building reaction to the deaths of Boss and Akeem, former court members. Started isolating herself. She was detached from the rest of them, left a note before she fled. But that's all I've gotten so far. I'll let you know if anything else kicks up. Before you head back to the village, Vanak wanted to speak with you about something. A couple rift sightings outside of Moon Camp. Probably good to stay on top of that.
Cryptus, you think?
Maybe not. Could be the strangers. But I bet the Coden would appreciate it. Could swing them to joining the Alliance.
Oh, that's below me. But yeah, they also did implement certain fights to use the Warclaw as mechanics, which is pretty neat. Although it does kind of slow things down a little bit, but it's, you know, it's a, I'll give him a C for effort.
Wayfinder, thanks for stopping by. Know you're busy, but I'd like your eyes on this one. Not sure how much Frode said, but we've had a few rift sightings in the area. Don't think it's Cryptus, but I'm not thrilled. That's something you can look into.
Of course.
Use the heart of the obscure. And close rift portals. There we go. Oh, I'm already late. There's one close by, good.
What the?
Yeah, these are definitely not Cryptus. What could it be? We'll find out soon. They're very geometrical.
Unleashed.
Quite a reward. I feel 6 feet tall. More accolades.
Clear the air.
Feel your soul is mine. You are all weaklings.
Alright, just gotta do it a couple more times. Oh yeah, there's also an adventure, actually 2 adventures in this map that turns you into a fish and you race. Which I've already done and got gold on all of them to get the mastery from it. Kinda neat.
You are all weaklings. Your soul is rejoining the fight. Your soul, you are all weaklings.
And then we just gotta kill this boss, and then we'll be continuing on with the story. Eevee. They're much softer looking. This is just a big old cat.
6 feet tall.
Big heckin' chonker.
Convict, you are all weaklings.
Yeah, they also do give you like a war mount skin that's just, you know, the Journeykin, like standard model. Actually, let me swap to that, since we'll probably be using the Warclaw a lot. Yeah, it'd be not that one. It's this one.
Definitely not cryptis, but I'm not sure what they are. Thanks. I'll pass it up the chain.
That went smoothly enough.
Alright, before we continue with the story, we are going to do a quick VRB. So hang on tight, don't buy anything. I'm gonna get some water, stretch and whatnot, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we gotta get all the way down here, and this is just... This section of the story is just introducing us to the homestead. Our home away from home. Which I remember, this particular part of the story was fairly long.
Wayfinder. Your punctuality is appreciated.
Sorry I'm late. The Astral Ward called me to check in on something.
A busy figure you must be. Don't worry. Pokey tells me of the positive impression you've made in town. He may seem adrift in his own world, but
He's a keen observer. Takes after me in that regard. As you've proven rather neighborly, I've an offer to extend. This property on which you stand belongs to my family. In recent years, it's become unsuited to our needs. Rather than leave it in disrepair, I thought it might serve as a convenient home base during your stay. All I ask in return is that you tend to it. Admittedly, I've neglected my domestic responsibilities. Graciously, Pokey has tried to care for it on my behalf. But his pace of work has always been unhurried. Afraid he gets that from me as well. Have a look around then. See if the place suits you.
Oh, Wayfinder arrives. I bet this is a change from your typical to-dos. 1 minute waging battle, the next relegated to chores. Quite fortunate for us, though. This place has seen a lot, and so have we. Been intending to ask my friends for a hand with all this, but a riveting offer it is not. Sparring? Nah, come help Pokey Dust. That's where the true fun resides. Sometimes I sneak up here, try to get a little done myself, but take my time with things I do. Every so often I fall into a swift pace, but then I come across some remaining trinket of my mother's and, well, I understand why my paw rather keep his distance from this place.
You found this here. This place is no longer home to me. But perhaps it can be for you. I have no need for it any longer. And I am certain it has none for me.
Well, what do you say? You bet your furry behind I'll take this homestead.
An explanation is not owed, but it has been earned. This I made long ago for my mate. Silken Weir was her name. A small gift for bringing our little arrow into the world. As a cub, our son would paw at it in play when she held him. On one such occasion, I overheard her tell him, one day, when you grow strong and wise, like your paw, I'll make you this arrow's keeper. Then soar you shall, poised and unwavering, on a path of your own making. All these years, still, she makes me laugh, like your paw. When forever, it's been clear, the arrow of our lives, who I see more of in our son every day, was her. Then, Jormag came and went. And so did she. Sentimental as I am, I thought she wore this piece off to battle. But clearly now, I see why she left it. For no matter what fate would befall her, her promise to our son she'd keep, that she made sure of. When my son finds himself sickened by grief, I tell him, allow the feeling. Let it wash over you. For when the tide recedes, and it will, it weakens, till it has no power left with which to pull you.
Oh, I forgot I still have to do more. I'm just listening to him. I'm being respectful. I'm just like, alright, let's...
High toxicity.
I was just listening to him. I got entranced. I don't know anything he said.
Your soul is... You are all weaklings.
Almost put me to sleep.
Accelerated. You are all weaklings.
Almost done.
Just fix this up. Next. Why is my flesh golem a shark? That's very interesting. Was that a recent change? That is very, very interesting. Just gotta clean up the place. Clear off the rats. But yeah, I can definitely tell from like these first three, well, technically 4 parts, the prologue counts. They definitely take their time trying to ease you into this. And from what I'm looking ahead, like Act 1 and 2 is like 5 parts long, 5 chapters. And it definitely feels like they took
Just a second more.
the criticism about Secrets of the Obscure going too fast, in my opinion. And then they just try to slow things down. I'm like, this might be a little bit too long, maybe?
Shaping up quite nicely.
A lot of dialogue?
Oh, a bit of decoration would give it a true feeling of home. You'd be wise to speak with Deft Lahar, our homestead master. Decoration is one of the lowlands' finest traditions. Quite fond of it myself. I'll be happy to provide suggestions. Been told I have an eye for this sort of thing.
I'm actually kind of surprised they're telling me to go talk to them to make furniture that I'm probably just going to take out of my homestead because I'm already in the middle of decorating it. I'm trying to build a ship. It's not done yet. I have not made much progress. I'm still working on like the layout of it. But you know, eventually I think probably by like the end of Janthir Wild they'll show off my homestead.
Your leader sent me. I'm fixing up an old home of his.
So Ald's finally doing something about that place. Huh. And you're helping? Told him 1,000 times I'd help. But no, rather trust some furless rat. Well, tough. Every homesteader in town needs materials for their pet projects.
Who's there?
No one.
Talking to someone you are. My ears are far sharper than yours.
No one worth a bother.
Are we gonna knock down some trees? This is a kind of a okay-ish mini game. Oh, didn't work. You kind of have to like wait at a certain threshold. The heck? Oh, I gotta walk backwards anyway.
Listen close. Don't say a word. Thou Raven alone know what you heard. Now close her eyes, and she'll be gone. Back to the bog.
All right, let me collect it. There we go. I'm just hoping that they're not going to expect me to make... Well, there probably are. They're going to tell me to make a bed. I'm just going to be like, I don't need another bed. Of course, here's this boss fight that no one... I never actually even see anyone bother doing it. the champion fight here. Okay, that's enough.
Huh? You did all that? Oh, that fast? Got work ethic, that I'll give you. What are you fixing to craft, exactly?
Well, the place could use pretty much everything.
That bad, huh? Start with the basics, then. How about a bed? Simple, practical, and if you screw it up, you won't have far to fall when the thing collapses. Now, I can give you instructions, but I can't build the damn thing for you. 'Tis the beauty of crafting. So try your hand. You get stuck, do like us lowland. Look around. No better builder than nature. Shapes, angles, patterns, all intentional, all ripe with purpose. Take birds' nests. Don't see the birds sleeping on slats of wood, huh? So you might want to follow suit. Lucky for you, best weaver in the town is right behind me. I'd still deem her best even if she weren't right behind me.
Wouldn't bet my last bit of thread on it. Here your bed's a bit bare. Nothing to fret over. There's plenty of patterns a novice could weave well enough. Know what you're thinking. How could such unwieldy paws weave so delicate a pattern? The trick is in the tips of the claws, perfect for detailed work. Some fine things come from places overlooked, Now let's see. Perhaps... Oh, I know just the one. Used in many a tradition. Consummation of mates, coming of age. Symbolizes new beginnings. Yes, she'll do right by you both. Best make haste now. Ald will be waiting on you. Wish him well for me.
And tell him he's hard-headed as they come about asking for help. But good on him for finally letting some light
in. What do you need? What materials do I need to gather to craft this bed? You'll need a good amount of wood for this kind of project, but if you use higher quality logs, it won't take as many to refine what you need. How do I refine wood? You can refine wood and other materials at your homestead. Refined materials are the key to quality decorations you can take pride in. What else do I need? Some wool for the padding and blankets, and honey flowers are a key component for the traditional dyeing process Willa taught you. Where can I find the honey flowers? They grow wild throughout the delta. Keep an eye out. I'm sure you'll have enough gathered in no time. I have plenty because I hoard materials like no other in this game. So we are good. We could just also just, well, I probably need to take the instance version. Oh, there it is.
Hopefully Har was receptive to your interest in his craft. Or at least tolerant.
He was glad to hear you're getting the place in order.
Yeah, I already have the bed. Okay, so I don't have to make another bed. I could just put one in. But yeah, oh, it's already showing my my thing. Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna put a bed right here. There you go.
I have not seen this pattern in some time. You met Willow as well, then. Oki, does that blanket look familiar?
We had one, yes? On your bed. You and Ma. Forgot all about that.
A gift from a dear friend. For two young lovers embarking upon a life together. Funny how life can sprout anew from seeds long buried. A fitting choice, Wayfinder. One of many to come, I'm sure. As you continue making this place yours, my only request is that you keep our village close to heart. Any additions, mines, farms, lumber mills, and the like, can be of greater good to your community. May your new beginning here serve you well.
Remember nestling my way between you and Ma for warmth. Imagine me trying that now.
You've grown so much. We'd scarce have space to sneeze.
Thought you'd still be here. I'm interrupting.
No, just saying our goodbyes. Rude it is to overstay in another's home.
Indeed. Wayfinder, you can really pull a place together.
Bit envious myself.
I came to pass along a message from Barbed Vale. She requests your presence at the hunting outpost a bit west of here.
What does she need?
Believe it has to do with the Journeykin. She'll provide you the details.
Alder, Pokey, take whatever time here you need. My home is always open to you.
Already the Wayfinder makes for a better neighbor than those obnoxious trolls.
Already calling him Pokey. We're just that friendly with Poised Arrow now.
The gift Willow made.
Near identical. Seems she taught the pattern to the Wayfinder. Sharp as her weaving claws, that one. I buried the original when it became clear that its symbolism was no longer appropriate.
I'm sorry.
Perhaps that's not entirely accurate. Truthfully, a new beginning is precisely what I need. I'm getting too old for this.
I know exactly what you mean.
At the very least, I do owe Har and Willow a visit. Maybe Willow could weave me some new pattern.
Any ideas?
Perhaps we could ponder it together.
Oh. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Alright, anyways. That was a whole ass story arc right there. All to get my own place. We gotta go all the way over there, and I need to fly over there. Oh yeah, ley lines are here too.
before you were in sight, she knew you were on your way. Even without me calling attention to her. Grown even more, hasn't she?
Our paths cross again, Wayfinder.
I'll leave the two of you to your...
Welcome to our hunting outpost. Here we prepare game to feed our village, as well as foster wildlife. Take only what can be repaid. That is our motto. Yet the tundra is not so benevolent. Nature's temperament is both nurturing and brutal. Generations spent here have taught us kinship is key to survival. And we lowlands have found no better friend than the Journeykin. It'd do you well to spend some time bonding with them. The best friendships are worth the time. In the case of Journeykin, it can mean the difference between life and death.
You really saved me back
This
there.
will be
Forget the
Sorry,
fun
we were
part.
looking out for that.
Clean up those journey kit droppings.
So we gotta do this heart, and this heart kind of takes a bit of time. So, you know, filler stuff, but you know what? It does tie back to the whole, like, I prefer it to be tied to a heart. Because at least with the hearts, I can kind of gauge, like, how long it's going to take, and usually the hearts don't take that long. And that was one of my complaints about Secrets of the Obscure, was hunting events to, like, just get things done.
Bring back some meat scraps from your recent hunts.
And I know, like, my opinion about the
I can
Renowned
hear
Hearts.
every day. Anytime it gets quiet, their screams, their fear.
And that is, I think they're,
A good scratch behind the ears goes a long way.
I think they're,
Just say.
you know, they're fine. It's just, you know, that sometimes we get, like, a Renowned Heart that takes just too long to actually complete.
That they wouldn't have wanted you to survive.
There you go. That's just all.
6 feet tall.
And they get a little bit repetitive doing them daily. Yeah, a little bit. But at least there's like a rhythm to it, and it doesn't get in, it does not end up having to be reliance on a timer for events to happen. Because events just feel slower. And then also, like, the events don't really reward that much progress. Like, by the time you finish an event, you could have, like, gotten, like, these smaller stuff done. But, you know, that's just me saying, like, hey, like, for the sake of, like, a story, if you tie a Renowned Heart, I can at least, you know, either choose to do events or do a little task at the, in the area.
You know, Wayfinder, a quality scritch under the chin does wonders for winning them over.
And I think at this point of the story, like, this is where, like, alright, I haven't gotten too far. Because usually I only dabble in enough into, like, the main story quest to unlock the masteries, and then I can just work on the masteries on my own time. I don't think the Warclaw race does anything for this meter. I think that's just a trap. At least I don't have to do the fishing one. That one takes even longer than this one.
You are on your way.
Thank you.
Without me calling attention to you. Grown even more, hasn't she? Well then, I'll leave the two of you to your training.
I am dead incarnate.
Just a little bit more. This should do it.
You are all weak. Your soul is mine.
No? Okay, I just at this cub. There we go.
Way to make fast friends of the journey.
First by earning her trust, then her respect. Ultimately,
The Journeykin have taken to you. Not surprising.
respect as its foundation.
Now, Wayfinder, it is I who seek your aid in taming beasts of this land. Concurrent with your arrival, our council received reports of unidentified creatures roaming the wilds. Strangers among lands, or so we've deemed them.
What do you know about these creatures?
Little more than that they're unknown monsters, never before seen in the area. After some debate, a scouting party was assembled to study their behavior. But as of late, we've lost contact. Upon request, your Malice and Keith have joined our search. So too, I ask your help on behalf of Claw and Council.
I'll convene with Malice and Keith. Between the three of us, we can cover more ground.
Your alliance is versed in threats of the unknown. Our efforts combined improve chances of shepherding our scouts home. Take heed. A thick fog now rolls across the great tundra. Trust your journeykin to guide you.
Into the area. Oh, just down there. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's just kind of weird, like, why does this mount get, like, triple jump? Just very, very odd. I think they just, like, that was the last minute, probably add thing, because they realized, oh shit,
Over here, Commander.
this land is very treacherous and vertical, and it's gonna make people want to use the sky scale more instead of the war mount. And you know, it's still true, the sky scale still reigns supreme in terms of verticality.
Any sign of the party?
Nothing yet. With any luck, the scouts got turned around in this fog and simply wandered off course.
The more boots we have on the ground searching, the more likely we are to run into them. Barbed Veil insists the area is free of natural predators. Regardless, let's stay alert. We're surrounded!
It's never just a walk in the woods, is it?
You are all weaklings.
Also kind of a nice throwback to playing on Necromancer again. Because Necromancer used to be like one of the mains at the time, way back when I first started streaming years
I'm
ago.
having trouble getting a consistent read on our location.
Although the build is different, the feeling is the
See
same.
if it can point us in the right direction.
Oh, not that. Sniff, sniff. What stinks? It smells like blue. This seems rather new. Given the nearby tracks, it seems to have come from east of here. Let's go. Okay, I gotta follow them, okay. This is an escort mission. Kind of. Except they're escorting me, I'm not escorting them.
Look out! Our friends are back!
Had more than enough of you.
You are all weaklings.
Which way, Commander?
Sniff, sniff. Pungent smell seeps from the rot pile. You smell that? Awful. Let's try heading up this hill. Let's go.
There's someone ahead!
Your soul is mine. You are all weaklings.
I'm starting to get a little bit of a feel for the rotation now. I do have like
I think we're getting closer.
a guide
But whatever we're
up
getting
on my
closer
other
to,
window.
I don't like it in the slightest.
And it's like, alright, well, you can kind of just do what you can. It's a very long rotation for the weapons.
Over here, a survivor.
Oh. That's a Titan. That's a Titan.
Wallowing spineless in the filth they create for themselves.
Is
A
this...
false god! Come to terrorize a new people!
Never thought I'd see one with my own eyes. You are all weaklings. Your soul is mine.
Well, this might actually be kind of tricky to do first try without dying. That's a lot of stinky AoEs. Oh no.
To cower, while its lacking takes the heat. I'll tend to you while you two handle the spawn. Gladly.
And of course, you know, it gets resistance. So I'm glad I'm using a power build.
You are all weaklings. Your soul is mine. You are all weak. Your soul is mine.
Oh, it's so stinky.
How's the scout?
Holding on, but just barely. She needs better.
Come on! This won't take much longer. Your soul is mine.
Where are you going? Malice!
Job's not done yet.
We'll have plenty of time for that. But for her, it's running out. She needs a healer.
Welcome on in, Pinata. Wait, Raider? Oh, shit. I didn't even get a... Did I get a... I still gotta fix that. For some reason, the audio's not playing through, but also, welcome on in, Raiders. It is I, your laid-back lion for this evening. We're playing Guild Wars 2. Janthir Wilds.
Talk to the council.
Fine, but this goes beyond just the council. We need to notify the Alliance. And have the bodies identified.
Unless you want one more to identify, let's move.
Once she's safe, I'll contact Krisha.
Also,
Have her
Twitch
call
is
for an
not loading
emergency
any
meeting.
streams for you? That's very strange.
Rare and valuable.
But yes, we just encountered a rot titan. It's very stinky. It brings the plague. Everything okay?
I've got my hands full with an injured Coden and a riled Char, but I'm fine. I imagine the Alliance is going to act fast. You should prepare your account of what happened here.
Now it's loaded. Okay, good. Hello.
Is that what I think it was? I'm okay, I'm fine. We don't know for sure. It could have been... maybe. I need to call Krisha.
Once again, welcome on in, Pinata. And thank you for bringing your raiders over. We're actually one chapter away from being done with Act 1, and then we'll be calling it a night from there. But we'll see how it goes. We're in unfamiliar territory now.
Your soul is mine. You are all
Protect
weak.
the gatherers.
Where do we go from here? Read the letter. The Tyrian Alliance has called an emergency session to address recent reports coming out of Janthir. This threat must be addressed immediately. Please return to Lion's Arch at once. Details to follow. Go back to Lion's Arch. Which I will do by... just doing this. Just spend some gold. But yes, what were you playing, Pinata? Final Fantasy VII Remake. I still need to replay through Remake. Because I have the PlayStation 4 version, which does not give you the DLC, which adds some side stuff, I believe, which is ick. I would get it for PC, but I also don't want to replay through it. I'm told the stuff is recapped in Rebirth, so it's not super necessary. Yeah, but I want to experience it. It just seems kind of weird that they would just do that. Just make that a PS5 exclusive thing. It really just kind of alienates some of the audience, really, that can't get a PS5.
This is where your alliance congregates.
A calculated choice. Lion's Arch is neutral territory.
The stories from this trip will make good fodder when I return. Gossip sits in their bellies like a fresh harvest.
You'll get plenty of that. How can I prepare you for the audience?
Honey wine, but we've none to spare. I'll be fine. We've hosted travelers over time, with little more to bargain besides information. I'm not unaware of the world. Just been a long time since we've needed to seek aid from others.
You and I are aligned, at least.
Good. After you, Wayfinder.
Here we are back again at the Lion's Arch.
All members are present. Ah, welcome leadership from the Pact. Finally. The room is getting fuller by the day. We can begin.
We thank the Council for their discretion and speed. Your summons said as much, but recent developments are troublesome.
Are the cryptids back? Are they not so contained?
A different threat. Warden Frode, your report?
A Titan has been sighted in Janthir. A few of my Astral Ward in the area got a good look after it fled into the bay.
A Titan? I've certainly read of them. The burning of Ascalon. The door of Komali. Stories filled with deception. Are you sure?
Yes. Multiple first-hand accounts of a giant insectile beast. The Ward is gathering all the readings we can.
Our records are likely dated, mind you. And this one may be more evolved than the hive we've encountered before.
Luckily, the commander was in the right place at the right time. Witnessed the attack alongside Kaith and Imperator Malice.
Oh yeah, well, that's convenient.
Counselor.
It's all true. While working with the Astral Ward in Janthir, we encountered the Coden of Harvest Den.
That's your cue,
We sought to
Alder.
establish diplomatic bonds with them on behalf of Queen Jenna when the Titan attacked. Its spawn kept us busy while it fled into the bay. Smart enough to avoid a fight. But my experience is limited. Today, I've brought Stoic Alder, the Claw of the Lowland Coden, to share his.
We noticed a change 3 seasons ago. The wildlife reacted first. They fled south. Bearkin went missing. We kept our suspicions level. It could have been any great creature. Janthir is fierce. But then, the land started to sour. I assumed it was your cryptis. But those ones attacked our mines, not the grasslands. This is a very different beast. My
My bearkin have lived in Janthir longer than your cities have stood tall. We know danger well. We respect its boundaries. But this being mats my fur. Whatever a Titan is, whatever this creature seeks, we should be cautious. The fact that he's taken refuge near the ruins of Bavanisos paints an uncertainty that we shouldn't allow to brew.
How many are there? One, you say?
That we've confirmed. He fled to the north while his spawn kept us distracted. Even the little one was nasty.
Titans are not solitary. We'd know if there were 20. But I'd expect at least 2, maybe 6. And I don't count their spawn.
What does the Astral Ward advise? This feels like the definition of your expertise.
I'd like to hear that too. The Astral Ward should offer the Scepter of Ore.
Lady Livia, do I want to know what happened to the poor guards stationed at the door?
I haven't protected that thing for a century and a half for it to collect dust and foul memories. Lost to time, I thought. You have the scepter?
We do. The lady surrendered it not long ago. Safer in my reserves than a velvet crypt beneath divinity's reach.
You know it's a good idea, Iskarin.
I don't know this legend. What is this Scepter of Ore? A weapon?
Legavo. Cast from raw magic by the seers. It was made to control beasts from the mists.
A solution perfectly sculpted to our problem. The answer is dropped into our laps.
The scepter should remain dormant.
And why's that, Your Majesty?
Pick a legend. That is a history caked in blood. All of its wielders have met some ill-carved fate.
Besides myself, of course. And she looks great.
Until we know what we're dealing with, I'd sooner pick up a sword again than leave our fate to archaic mysticism.
Stubborn as Linus. Your mother would be horrified.
Enough! Are we walking on coals? Queen Jenna, if you don't see this as feasible, what do you propose?
The scepter is an extreme solution to a fresh problem. We should send the commander back to Janthir to learn more.
I agree with the Queen. We don't know nearly enough about the threat at hand, or how useful a scepter would be here.
Well, I think we should get it over with and just try the damn thing. What are we risking here?
This creature is closer to my borders than yours. And Stoic Alder's Coden are even closer. Harming our people is the risk.
Letting this thing roam about is just as dangerous to them.
Perhaps. But the scepter could do much worse. We are simply at an impasse.
Then what do we do?
We vote on it.
It's a sound motion. We did form the Alliance for a reason.
Someone will be disappointed with the decision. Or dead.
Ideally, these Titans, and not us.
The Queen is right. I don't think everyone is going to agree.
And so we vote. Take some time to think. When everyone is prepared to make their decisions and has returned to their places, we'll begin.
Let me consult the cards. Wheel of Fortune, what do you think? Nope. Terrible idea. We're gonna do a quick BRB before continuing in on this. So we'll be right back. Ads are incoming. Don't buy anything. Alright. And we are back. Alright, let's see what everyone's talking about. Ludo may be a blowhard, but that doesn't mean she is wrong. We should not let the risk of what the scepter could do eclipse what we know the Titans are doing. Stacking one problem on top of another doesn't seem wise. Another day, another crisis. Let's hope caution does not prevent the proper response.
I hear everyone's concerns, but between us, I don't know. We've endured so much pain already. Can you blame anyone for wanting to end things quickly?
Kinda speaking from experience here, but leaning on ancient magic isn't worth the cost.
Wayfinder, having fun? Can you tell me more about the scepter? What do you want to know? Why is the scepter so dangerous to use?
The Seers are frustrating collaborators, not overly fond of sharing. You saw how specific and arcane the Shining Blade was. Legavo is similarly complex. It tests the will of its user, judges their intent. If the user is found wanting, well, those names have long been lost to time and memory.
How were you able to wield the scepter?
Isn't it obvious? It saw my intent, to bring the White Mantle and their Mersat overlords to ruin for their abuse of the Bloodstones. The sacrifices, King Jaden's death. Ignore me. Musings from long ago. It offered me vengeance. I sent many enemies of Kryta to their oblivion. Probably liked the blood. It was fortunate that Iskarin and I crossed paths when we did, though. Even I have limits. As for you, well, you don't lack for will. Even death couldn't stop you. I wouldn't bet against you.
Why do you think the scepter would be helpful here?
Before those unfortunate bandits, and then myself, its prior wielder was, let's just say, a little problematic. Vizier Kilbron. He was responsible for sinking ore. I'm sure you've heard that particular story many times. While the scepter wasn't responsible for the cataclysm, it was a very dense situation. Whenever a god is involved, and especially a fiendish one at that, certain cultural anxieties come to light. I don't suggest it lightly, but it was cast to control creatures from the mists. Kilbron used it to control the Titans. There is risk, certainly. We don't know how well it works, or if it does anymore. But we should try.
Commander, you have seen the consequences of rash actions. Using the scepter is a mistake. Anything the White Mantle has touched should never be trusted. You're right. Caution is going to be a critical moving forward. The Titans have not yet pushed onto the mainland. We have time.
I wish they could understand that what seems like an easy solution is often muddied with complication. But the final call is not mine. It can't be if we seek genuine unity. But whatever is chosen, we will live with it.
If Ritlock was here, he wouldn't hesitate to use the scepter. He'd dive in without a thought, just like before, and suffer the consequences after. So do whatever Ritlock wouldn't do? He also wouldn't hesitate to save lives. I'm with Ritlock on that one. I've made my decision, Commander.
Lot to consider, but I think I know my stance. We'll see how this resolves.
Fools. Surrounded by fools. Magic, like anything, is a tool. We would not misuse the scepter. Counselor, please. All of us have faced disaster. Let's not sow division now. Fools. I'll give you time this... I'll give you some space to think and cool off.
You know my take. If we have a solution, we should use it. If the Astral Ward is so powerful, they owe us a demonstration.
I never thought I'd say it, but dealing with June is easier than dealing with this. Canthans are not afraid of taking risk, but Jenna is right. Risk without thought leads to tragedy. I don't disagree. I don't know if we can calculate that risk yet. Cantha has had enough tragedy, Commander. I know what I have to do. Fair enough, Empress.
Thankfully, Cantha had not yet closed its borders before the events Dagonet described. I've read of the Titans, and I've read of all that connected them. Abaddon, Shiro. It feels too complicated to make a sudden choice. I'd advise caution, but I see it in your eyes already.
Dragons, rogue gods, plagues, a lich. Why not the return of the Titans? Your people are survivors. I am getting near that late night brain fog. Yeah. Your people are survivors. Now we need to help the Coden survive. Perhaps, but none of those problems had easy solutions either.
When Queen Jenna invited me to the Alliance, I didn't think things would spice up so quickly. Ilona has a long history with events such as this. I know my response. Think on yours.
What must our new Coden ally think of us, watching us bicker like saplings? They're an old race, deriving wisdom from thousands of years of history. Should stand together, not brawl. That wisdom will tell them to be cautious. We shouldn't risk anything. I must stand by my decision, Commander. Think on yours. For the Coden's sake, I hope it's the right one.
I don't know, Commander. I'm prone to agree with the Queen's hesitation. We know so little.
I'm starting to regret my decision to open up the war to the world. Our hands are tied, and half of these delegates are voting on things they know nothing about. It's enough that the Ward is joining the fight this time. We have things far worse than the scepter locked away. If they are afraid of it, I doubt they are ready to learn the real truth of the world. Let's just worry about the scepter for now.
I don't disagree with caution. The risk is critical in dire moments, but I will abide by their decision. Historically, if the Ward needed to take action, we simply took it. I must wait now. I don't want to regret this.
The last delegate has returned to their podium. It is time. All in favor of utilizing the Scepter of Ore to combat the Titan threat, say yay. And those who oppose, preferring the Commander return to Janthir to conduct further research, nay.
We're all so shy. I'll start. Nay.
Nay.
Yay.
Yay! A firm nay.
Nay.
Grisha.
Yay.
Nay.
Alright, chat. Yay or nay? I'm gonna say... not the time? You don't think it's the time? Bring out the scepter? You're right. I mean, my character has been kind of all over the place of, like, answering these questions and be like, yeah, well, we could use it, but we gotta use it with caution. So, nay.
Nay.
And we will not be using the scepter. More research is critical before we make such a call.
And when we do need the scepter, are we voting again?
We very well might, Counselor. For now, we are investigating the threat. If more action is needed, we will approach that. Imperator Malice, Kaith, and the Commander will return to Janthir with Stoic Alder immediately. Learn all you're able.
Stoic Alder.
Do your people have a secure route into the Isles? If Iskarin is correct...
And I am.
Then we should expect the worst. At least one Titan has returned to Tyria.
I've sent scouts to map the ruins before. We can approach from the south, take the river inland, and establish camps. These things threaten my home, my son. My spear will aid this alliance.
Adjourned.
Basically, the scepter could be used to control the Titan, but it's also had a very long history of being misused.
Imperator, I would watch your tone. Anyone but me might disapprove.
My tone? My tone is fine. It's your logic that isn't. This is a Titan we're dealing with. What they did to our people...
Awful. And the things they made us do were worse. But that doesn't mean we should turn to some cursed wand. I hear your opinion, I agree. But you're Ash. Collecting data and understanding every corner is how you rose to Imperator. So, are you level-headed enough to return to the field?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Any strong feelings about the vote, you two?
I'm happy with the result. When we're dealing with gods, or creatures that pretend to be gods, caution must be observed. Maybe they want us to make the obvious choice. There's no way to know until we do our research.
It's certainly not my place. I'm just the royal messenger to the Dominion's great house, after all.
Just the royal messenger. She is very modest.
But I can see both sides. I see the want to dissolve the problem swiftly. And I also see the need to be patient.
Politics can be very delicate indeed. And knowing the song behind your opposition's march is critical in informing your own.
Sure don't envy you two. I just hope this gets cleaned up before anyone else gets hurt.
Also, the comment about like what they'd done to their people. Basically, the Char did try to essentially worship the Titans back in Guild Wars 1, and it ended up being a very bad idea.
What was it like? Horrifying. We've faced many threats, big ones, but this time felt different. I don't want to catastrophize and call it an omen, but this creature escaping or entering from the mists is a scary concept.
You're not catastrophizing. Things that used to be rare suddenly feel like a routine season.
I wouldn't have advised that call, my queen. I think there's a better option. A smarter option.
It's good you're not her advisor, then.
This is why I don't keep both of you on my shoulder at the same time. Agree to disagree, Lady Livia. You are welcome to express your opinion, but I do not share it.
What are you doing over here?
Foolish. What a silly decision. One more bad report for the Arcane Council. I'll be fine. Just fuming. Move along.
That's right, you stay in the corner. Be angry.
Well, I can't argue with the majority. Their suspicions must be warranted. I just don't want more destruction.
Neither do I, brother.
Iskarin, must I remind you that we are trying to prove a point in our participation here?
If we weren't in this alliance, the Titans would be taken care of.
That the Astral Ward does not make quick decisions. We think things through. And you don't know that. We have so few members now. The Spire may be irreparable. And you are tired, my friend. We all need each other. Tyria isn't safe from the mists anymore.
Oh, well. Could have been worse.
I don't envy your status, Wayfinder. My mate was the Globetrotter.
I prefer the personal politics of the village council. The Isles should make us nervous. The lowlands are familiar, but we never stay long. If you haven't heard my warnings yet...
Starting to get a good idea.
Remain honest, and we'll wash our paws of this. We meet in Janthir.
Okay. What happened to you? Why are you dizzy? That's a little suspicious. We gotta go all the way back over here. It is kind of nice that they took us back to Lion's Arch, just for like a moment.
You're back. We need to reach the northern shore. Yesterday, no time to pack.
You're stressed. Tell me what happened.
Fading Aurora. She left the village. We have to go after her. She won't survive a day on the Isles by herself.
She went to the Isles? Why?
I don't know. She didn't say exactly. When Pa returned, he told the council about your meeting. The Titans.
Did he go with her?
No. He's with the council now. She left on her own. I'll bet you my best skipping stone that she went after the stranger. I'm going after her too.
We should tell your father. See if we can rally a few spears.
I'm not asking for his permission, and I don't need you to lead the way. I'm heading to the North Shore. I'll take a boat into the Isles and see if I can catch up to her. You're not obligated to join me, but I won't turn you away.
You've got spunk, kid. I'll give you that.
Yeah, see what I mean, where like this map feels very nice for the Griffin. Just nice dive spots. Problem is you need like some altitude. That's all.
This is as far inland as we can get. We'll have to continue on foot.
Have you been here before?
A few times, but never without Ma or Grandma.
What about Stoic Alder?
He wouldn't bring me, no. Doesn't think it's safe.
Look.
We follow those. I bet we'll find Fading Aurora. Strangers ahead. We'll fight through them.
Careful, Cub. This isn't a race.
But what if I run
the
ahead?
Raven should be drawn to the carnage. But the Wait. There. Fading Aurora. Come on.
But what if I just, you know, skip it?
Your bestial nature flickers dull without air. I am Greer, and you are small.
Aurora,
Well,
we came to help.
I can deny it no longer.
Go home.
I'm small.
My boy, you need to get out of here.
More moths to flame, sizzling with melancholy as they reach my ember.
Very interesting way to like portray their dialogue.
We need to clear the spawn and debris from the area. Right now, he holds control of this environment. If we can balance the odds, I may be able to overwhelm him. Just enough. Pokey, do you have my seeds?
Fascinating is your dedication to dying plots. I will turn this swamp to rot.
Right. This is a little odd. So I gotta like not only take care of like destroying rotting stuff, but also like the spawn too.
You are all weaklings. You are all weaklings.
At least that 2 on the spear like does a lot of damage. That I'm pretty grateful for. I'd probably do a little bit more with the greatsword though, but like I said, we'll swap to back to the greatsword after in the next act.
Your soul is mine. You are all weaklings.
Let's see. What else am I missing? Oh, just that mushroom.
I'm 6 feet tall.
And then I'm missing one more Titan spawn. Somewhere around here. There you are.
You are all. Your soul is mine.
It's done. What now, Aurora?
Plant the seeds throughout the swamp. I'll warn you, they're very magical.
Okay.
Watch out for his spawn! Dodge out of their way! We don't want to lose any seeds! I see now. Your plans are undoing his corruption. It's magic, but it's balance.
Exactly.
I trust you. I've got more seeds.
Damn it. All cause this guy really wanted to go after me. So I guess I'm not getting that achievement then, or something, I don't know.
enfeebled.
Seats, here.
This is gonna be frustrating, isn't it? Ah. Can I at least glide with the seed? Can I mount up? I can. Okay, I'll just use the war claw then. What?
So sweet is the
I'm stuck.
honey on your lips. Just before his talons catch victory by the
That was weird.
throat.
Camera got stuck in the tree.
Calm your tantrum. We have scores.
Sweet is this.
I'm speaking to you. Look at me.
Oh.
Last warning. Very well. Sorrow. I will explain. You are all.
What are you?
I think we had our feeling that she was who we were looking for. I'm very glad I didn't come in with a condition build, because that resolution is ridiculous, and it just keeps reapplying too.
You are all weakling. Your soul is mine.
Unless I had like a good source of like boon stripping, this would have been a much longer fight.
You are all weakling.
Choking on the weight of my own dejection.
It is done. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've got a burning question or two.
I wouldn't get too close. Not until we have answers.
Who are you?
Pokey, I will not hurt you.
Don't call me that. That's what my ma called me. Who are you?
I am waiting sorrow.
Not some healer from the Shiver Peaks, I take it. I can practically feel the magic dripping from your paws.
I am not. I'm... a rogue wizard. The Astral Ward is looking for you, Waiting Sorrow.
The moment they called you Wayfinder, I assumed your mission was to hunt me down.
Hunt is a strong word.
What fables did he tell you of me? That I take children and siphon their young magic?
Only that I'm to assume you're dangerous.
I helped you kill the beast, didn't I? If I was going to harm any of you, my hands would already be cleaned of it. Poke... poised arrow. I'm sorry. I can explain everything. I just need you to give me some time before we tell anyone.
You don't want my paw to know.
It's not the right time.
And I still have a few questions myself.
With time.
Emphasizing on the waiting in Waiting Sorrow.
Are you okay?
I feel sick. My gut is turning and my arms won't still. I don't know what to think. I need to count the trees and mull it over.
Are you going to tell your father? I wouldn't blame you if you did.
I want to. I don't know if I should. I'll think about it. My ma taught me to step away when a hunt became too taxing. My thoughts and tongue aren't aligned.
Wise advice. Take as long as you need. I'll keep an eye on her.
Yeah, they're getting some research camps set up nearby. I'll be there. Gonna take a walk.
Where is he going?
To think. If I just learned that my mentor was wanted for ambiguous transgressions, I'd be on the fence too.
I left a note. Ren should have known I meant no harm.
If you're talking about Iskara, I think we both know better than to assume he's rational.
What do you suggest then? Shall you haul me back to Omnitas? Paws and chains?
Do Titans still roam the Isles? Can we count this battle fought?
Isgaran said to expect numbers, even if those numbers are low.
The earth here rumbles. I wouldn't blink if another stranger still walked upon these lands. The tendrils of my power reach outward, but the mistburn is disrupting my senses.
Mistburn? Does that have something to do with the Titans?
In part. Energy radiates from the mists. I expect wherever our Titan came from, it was steeped in it. It bleeds into our realm.
Another incalculable variable. Fun. So, what are we going to do with you?
Well, I'm not in chains yet. Why don't you tell me? If you don't tell the ward, I will not flee. Let us deal with them later.
I don't know the stakes under which you were advised to track her down, but she did help us kill the thing.
I've carried enough secrets in my pocket to know how burdensome that weight can be.
Then let me offer this. I will return to them, but only when I know my kin are secured from immediate danger. Let me roam on my own terms until then. I've only just adjusted to life without Iskaran's shackling gaze.
Oops, I lost your detainment paperwork. Who are you again?
I haven't fought like that in a few decades. Maintaining a facade absent magic has left my flame flickering and, delicate. Will you make sure Pokey is well while I recover?
We'll tend to the cub, but don't get any ideas.
Impossible.
Quite a reward.
Commander, you're far more versed on the Astral Ward than we are. But you might owe us a bit of an explanation.
Not your mess. It's hardly mine. I don't want to put you two in a tough spot.
Please. You're traveling with the Imperator of the Ash Legion and a thief turned diplomat. We can do covert.
With all the intel we've gathered so far, probably not far behind with our own assessments.
If you insist. When I met with Frode back at Moon Camp, he told me to keep an eye out for their missing wizard. I've heard the name, but not much else. She left the Astral Ward on uncertain terms, which makes Iskarin nervous.
Iskarin makes me nervous. Should we be afraid of her?
Maybe caution over fear. It didn't strike me as dangerous when she threw herself in front of Pokey.
We can do cautious, Commander.
Far as I know, she helped us fight that thing. Hell of a lot more than Iskarin has done here.
All right. Well, with that wraps up Act 1. And that will be for tonight's stream. I do appreciate everybody coming by to watch Fearful Pinata. Thank you again for bringing rating my channel on this fine evening. This is probably like the longest stream I've done of Guild Wars 2 in a while. They definitely packed Act 1 and Act 2, and I'm going to assume Act 2 as well, full of stuff story-wise. So I'll be looking forward to see where the plot takes us. It's a pretty strong start, although a bit of a slow start and a lot of dialogue. But still, a pretty good start. It gave us time to acclimate ourselves to the new characters and, you know, kind of grow attached to them. Alright, so let's go find someone to raid, and I know just who. Believe it or not, Sharktik is streaming right now, and actually, unfortunately, we did miss their birthday by like 38 minutes, but wish them a happy belated birthday. That will be our raid message. Let me see. They are also doing a donathon for their birthday. So there's the raid message. Everybody, thank you again for stopping by. I hope to see you tomorrow, where we will do we'll actually start Bug Snacks tomorrow. And until then, take care, have a good night, and remember to stay hydrated. Bye!